Life on Earth is based on carbon. Carbon is a chemical element that can form up to 4 covalent bonds with other atoms. This makes it a great element for building complex structures because of the versatility of its 4 bonds. Carbon is the backbone of all life on Earth. This brings up a question you might have. What other elements could life be made of, and what would life based on other elements look like? And we have only seen carbon-based life, but we can make hypotheses based on real science and data. The first kind of life that could exist that is not based on carbon is silicon-based life. Silicon is similar to carbon in that it can also form 4 chemical bonds. Silicon is also very common in the universe and can make complex structures like carbon. Silicon-based life would look very different from carbon-based life because on Earth, carbon comes in many forms like gas and solids, while silicon is almost always a solid. This means that planets where silicon-based life could thrive would need very different conditions than Earth. Hotter planets with oceans of lava could host silicon-based life, as the high temperatures make silicon behave more like carbon and allow more flexibility in its chemistry. The next element to consider is boron. Boron is not as common as carbon or silicon, but it has unique chemistry. It can form complex molecules in unusual bonding patterns that carbon cannot. In theory, boron-based life could use these bonds to create stable biological structures. The challenge is that boron is much less common in the universe compared to carbon and silicon, so boron life would likely only exist on rare worlds rich in boron. If it did evolve, it might form tough, crystal-like bodies that can survive in harsh conditions where carbon-based life might not. Another possibility for alien life is ammonia-based life. On Earth, water is the main solvent that life depends on, but ammonia can also act as a solvent under the right conditions. Ammonia remains liquid at much colder temperatures than water, which means that ammonia-based life could thrive on icy worlds or moons far from their stars. Instead of oceans like Earth, these life forms might swim in lakes of ammonia, moving more slowly with different biochemistry. Since cold temperatures slow down chemical reactions, ammonia-based life would likely evolve in environments where carbon-based life cannot survive, showing us how flexible life might really be in the universe. Beyond boron and ammonia, scientists have also imagined even more exotic forms of life. For example, life based on sulfur, nitrogen, or even metals like titanium or iron in extreme environments. There are also ideas about plasma-based life that exists inside stars, or life forms made of pure energy that do not rely on chemistry the way we understand it. While these concepts may sound like science fiction, they remind us that life may not be limited to just the patterns we see on Earth. Thanks for watching.